it just feels like too much, or whatever the case might be. It's like asking yourself, like, do I still want to do this? Is this still worth it? And those are important questions to ask, where they feel kind of negative, where you're like, man, when I'm thinking about that, like, is that me feeling like I'm, is that me thinking about failure or thinking about quitting? And we have this negative connotation towards this thought of like, should I quit this? But it's actually a pretty empowering thought when you really go down that rabbit hole, so to speak, of should I still be doing this? Because it does kind of lead you towards that, like, why am I doing this? And that's the most important question you can ask yourself for anything that you're doing.
Yeah, and if you get through that, on the other side, you're definitely stronger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think you'd gone through a little bit of that when the pandemic hit too, and you got through it. You're like, no, I need, like, my people need me,
Yeah. Well, I mean, my business was struggling leading up to the pandemic, even, whereas, in business and everything in life, like in business with fitness, everything like that, you're going to see highs and lows.
Yeah.
Right. And I was definitely experiencing a little bit more of a dip, a little bit more of a low. And like I was asking myself those questions, like, what do I do if this doesn't work out? And do I still want to do this? Is it still worth this hardship? Is it still worth the sacrifices that I've given up all these years? And then the pandemic came, and it was like, well, everything else is closed. So I'm just going to ride this out and make this work. And through that time, I was able to do a lot of assessing and figuring out, and really like reigniting sparks, and just like finding those waves again and riding them. And I think that's a big part of it, is riding those waves and just understanding that there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, and then figuring out, how do I ride those waves effectively and efficiently?